Hi everyone, I'm Clarice talaga and today is the 6th of May 2017. I would just like to invite you to show your concern and willingness to support the mental health bill which had just passed the third reading in the Senate. I truly believe that this proposed law was passed not in another time period but ours because of an unmet needs that our lawmakers have responded to. I don't know about you, but my friends and I know of someone who had committed or had attempted to harm themselves and they had to be placed in suicide watch. This is indeed very sad and very unfortunate, not to mention tragic for them and also to the people around them. Upon hearing of the tragic news, my first reaction was of shock. Needless to say, this is because we've only got to see the other side of their personality while unaware how they were suffering already in silence. Maybe it's because of fear and the stigma of being labeled as depressed, not cool, and a drag. This benefit show is close to my heart. The goal is to let these silent sufferers know that they are not alone and that we are here for them, whether they are already out in the open or are still making up their mind whether to share their losses and pain even to their closest friend. And that there is absolutely no shame in being honest, as being human is to feel pain at some point in our life. Diba? There are some things, there are some commonalities which is universal, and one of these is when we experience problem and we are in our lowest point of our life. I am very fortunate because I have this kind of friends way back, and now through my own daughters who have leveled up, have become adult and matured, we have become our best friends to each other. But while they were still young, I was very fortunate because God had sent people, friends to listen, to willing to give their listening ears to me. And I continue to look back to those days. And so these are the same people whom I am now approaching because I know that deep in my heart and because of our experience together, they share the same advocacy.
Hello there, once again, this is your truly clear talaga for lifestyles, and today is the 9th of July 2009. It's a Thursday. I'd like to share with you some history about my music. I'm not exactly a newcomer in this field, in this industry. Several years back, I could remember that one of the lines that I wrote, the deer pants for water. This has a tremendous meaning to me. No, ano yan? Masarap to. Chocolate. Kailangan ko ng sugar. Ano ba yun? Sugar rush. Yes. Kasi may free ganito ba? Oo nga. Alam mo lang ito. Kasi alam mo mura lang siya. Alam mo how much? Shit, Anyway, that's the song that I wrote, that I know that based on the personal experience of anyone, they can relate to it. Of course, I'm alluding to my spiritual life, to the source of my strength. And hey, naka-pink coffee na pink. The silence had been deafening with regards to my inquiry about this song. Actually, dahil siguro sa kakulitan ko, ayaw na akong sagutin. So, para lang maisama ko lang sa resume ko, sa history of writing. Kasi pag tinanong ako, what songs have you written? If you think yourself as a songwriter, what are the songs that you have composed? So gusto ko lang masabi na I really have written these songs which I've submitted Kuya Romy Vera Cruz, his music ministry leader, of Lucena Bible Church at the time. Now it's GMM. Pastor of La Rosa, our American pastor, has a connection with different Christian communities in the States. Nagpatulong ako sa kanya kasi nagsusolicit sila ng mga songs na pwedeng lagyan ng melody ni Romy so that our church will have some original music. So I don't know, hindi ko na alam. After that, another song that I've written was at the outset of the 9/11 attacks at New York. It was a tribute to the human spirit that had been battered after the 9/11 terrorist attack. What I wanted to say was that the stoicism, and pure human indomitable spirit couldn't hope to overcome such loss. The ultimate solution can always be found in the supreme justice and comfort of our Creator. That was the gist of the song.
There you go. That's a brief background lang of my music history. Part of the proceeds nga pala will go to some rehab center and to Women's Crisis Center designated by Violence Against Women and Children desk. And this will identify you as truly a supporter with real concern for those already identified as sufferer and victim placed in strict confidentiality. Please support the training staff who must undertake the serious tasks such as suicide watch. It will take professional, trained personnel to deal with these clinical cases. So I approach the churches, for I know that the most common ministry of every believer is to minister to another human being. My own experience came from enlightening moments in dealing with my own frustrations, which is already an open book. No? I've already bored you ad nauseam for those who have watched me in my previous broadcast. And after that, many years of being a companion to my mother who had suffered stroke many times already, and with it came the different psychological condition, which, if I may be of any help to her, I had to be educated and informed as well. So kapag kinakausap kami ng neurologist, psychiatrist about her condition and what she must expect, the family who must take care of her should also be aware so that there will be no untoward incident towards rehabilitation, towards coping with this disease. So, sana po ay makakuha po kami ng suporta mula sa mga dating kakilala, dating suporta, dating katrabaho at magpahanggang ngayon po. So once again, this is yours truly, Clarissa talaga.